Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Old Fartin Winky here, just farting around. Today, we're at the site of the oldest bridge in America. That's right. This may look like an ordinary Philadelphia road behind me. However, cars have been traveling across this bridge for the last 300 years. And today, Winky and I are here to figure out how is it still standing. So follow us, shall you? And right outside the park, they have this historical marker, and it says Pennypack Creek Bridge, built circa 1697 at a Lenape Indian Trail crossing. It is the oldest roadway bridge in continuous use in the nation. The tri-arch stone span was an important link on the King's Highway, one of America's oldest roads. It served American and French combined forces on the march to Yorktown, known as the Rochambeau route, in 1781. The only major modification to the bridge was widening in 1893, and the upstream side is essentially unchanged from the original. So yeah, folks, this is the oldest bridge in America, and I just wanted to show you exactly how it looks like from the upper portion before we head down to the lower portion. It's actually really beautiful. You can tell it's an old bridge, originally constructed out of this stone. I'm not sure what kind of stone that is, but look at how beautiful this is. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Really nice creek. It's called the Pennypack Creek that runs through here. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a park to the left of it, right there. We'll go ahead and walk over this side, and then we'll continue back up the hill from the other side. And this is right in the northeast section of Philadelphia. Yeah. So this is what the oldest bridge in America looks like from the southbound side, looking to the east. Really nice down there, picnic benches. Looks like you got some grills and everything down there. Really welcoming. And we got more of this stone here again, which is what the original constructed out of. This looks like it pretty much goes down the perimeter to the next street.
It feels like I'm watching an old episode of Cops.
We need to fire this camera guy, but on second thought, he's a great cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a quick peek of what's over here. Oh, okay, it's just some woods and stuff. Yeah, just some woods. And now we're heading back up the bridge, which is going northbound. And on this side, again, another absolutely beautiful view. Streams just flowing really gently, and what a beautiful location. Wow, what a beautiful view down there. Yeah, so once we get back up this part of the hill, we'll be able to head down to the lower section to check out the supports and the arch of the bridge. I never thought I'd see one of America's oldest bridges right in the middle of one of America's oldest cities, especially still in operation. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cross the road to get into the park. All right, we got the cross sign.
Lions are animals and insects.
So this is the walkway, which is right accessible right off of Frankford Avenue. This is the first time I've ever been here, so I'm not 100% sure how to get to the best views for the art. We'll certainly find out. Beautiful day out here in Philadelphia. I'd say it's probably about, this one's probably about 75 degrees, hardly any humidity.
Go fast, Lucy. It's so cute.
Thank you. How you doing there, Wink? All right? Doing good? All right. Now, I'm hoping that this trail that we're on just kind of curves off to the left and shows a really nice shot of the bridge. But we'll certainly find out very shortly. Distance, I'm seeing another, pretty sure you can see that from here, but another bridge right in front of us. Looks like the railroad bridge at one time. View of the bridge out here either. Go ahead and try and pan it down. And, yeah, you can't see it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk back and go around to the other side so you can get a nice shot of the supports. Be right back. So yeah, we are directly below the Pennypack Creek Bridge, better known today as the Frankford Avenue Bridge. And this is just off of the trail inside the park. And me and Winky's mission today is going to be 1, find the historical marker and original stone arches. 2, count how many vehicles cross in 1 minute. 3, examine the bridge from above and creek level. 4, explain how it formed part of the colonial King's Highway. 5, recreate the travelers, wagons, and Revolutionary era troops who crossed it. And finally 6, have Inspector Winky decide whether the 1697 construction passes modern quality control. So yeah, this bridge later carried travelers heading towards major Revolutionary War events, including American, French troops that were traveling towards Yorktown. It didn't, however, create the entire colonial highway by itself, but it did complete a crucial missing link in a colonial road known as the King's Highway. The King's Highway followed an older Lenape travel route north from Philadelphia and connected Philadelphia with settlements such as Frankford and Bristol, and then continued north towards Trenton, New York, and Boston. When travelers reached Pennypack Creek, which is exactly where we're at right now, they needed a dependable way to cross the water. And in 1683, Pennsylvania's Provincial Assembly required local residents to construct bridges where streams interrupted the highway. The stone bridge over Pennypack Creek was completed in 1697, creating a permanent crossing for horses, wagons, mail riders, and stagecoaches. It was originally only about 18 feet wide, and that was just enough for a 2-horse team to pass by. I'll go ahead and get some close-up shots. You could really see the detail in that stone, and you just know that really wasn't an easy bridge to construct. But this is the oldest bridge in America. And because of that crossing that I was just talking about, the road became more reliable long distance for a transportation corridor. But the bridge later carried stagecoaches between Philadelphia and New York, messengers bringing news from Lexington, Revolutionary era travelers, and delegates heading towards Philadelphia. But this bridge didn't just cross Pennypack Creek, it completed one of colonial America's most important highways, and once travelers crossed these stone arches, they could continue north from Philadelphia towards Bristol, Trenton, and like I said, New York, and eventually Boston. But yeah, there's so much history in this bridge, and you know, it's seen like so much history throughout the years, and just absolutely beautiful place. Very serene here, very quiet, very nice. So try to imagine this road without the cars, the pavement, or the traffic lights. More than 2 centuries ago, Frankford Avenue was part of King's Highway, an important colonial route connecting Philadelphia with communities to the north. Stone bridge over the Pennypack Creek was built around 1697 and originally measured only about 18 feet across, barely wide enough for 2 teams of horses to cross. Every day, this bridge would have echoed with the sounds of colonial travel, horses striking the stones, wooden wagon wheels rattling across the arches, and travelers carrying news, letters, food, and merchandise towards Philadelphia. Farmers may have crossed with wagons loaded with grain and produce. Merchants traveled with barrels, crates, and cloth. Mail riders hurried along the highway carrying messages between towns, and families rode in carts while stagecoaches carried travelers towards Trenton, New York, and Boston. But in 1781, in September, the bridge witnessed something far more important. American soldiers commanded by George Washington and French troops under the Count de Rochambeau marched down the King's Highway on their journey towards Yorktown, Virginia. Their column included soldiers, horses, supply wagons, and military equipment. Many of the troops were exhausted and poorly supplied, but they were marching towards the campaign that would produce the decisive victory at Yorktown. Imagine standing behind Pennypack Creek as the first soldiers appeared through the trees and row after row crossed the narrow stone bridge. Wagon wheels groaned beneath heavy supplies and horses pulled equipment over the uneven roadway. Officers rode past while local residents stopped to watch. None of those people could have known exactly how the war would end. They only knew that they were marching south. The remarkable part is that bridge beneath today's traffic is connected to that same crossing. Modern vehicles now follow a route once traveled by colonial farmers, messengers, delegates, and revolutionary soldiers. This is more than Philadelphia's oldest bridge. It's literally a surviving piece of the road that carried America towards independence. And in 1781, this bridge probably would have looked more like a narrow colonial stone arch bridge crossing Pennypack Creek, surrounded by thick woodland in early autumn. The modern pavement, sidewalks, railings, utility poles, and buildings are gone. The dusty dirt road approaches the bridge. Farmers, mounted travelers, and wooden wagons move along the road while a long column of American and French Revolutionary Era troops cross the bridge. Soldiers carry muskets and packs, officers ride horses, and supply wagons follow behind. Alright, we're going to head back up. Alright, our next challenge is to count how many cars cross this bridge in 1 minute. And just for reference, it's 8:37 p.m. at night on a Sunday. So I don't think there's going to be too many or nearly as many as there normally would be. And we'll start the timer right now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 seconds left. 15 cars so far. 9 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 17 cars total. All right. So 17 cars in 1 minute passed over the bridge on a Sunday night. All right, and the last thing on our mission list is to have Inspector Winky decide whether the 1697 construction passes modern quality control. Winky, do you think that this bridge passes modern quality control for 1697? All right, he gives a pause up. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. That'll do it from the Pennypack Creek Bridge, the oldest bridge in America. Me and Winky are signing off, and we'll see you next time. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.